What is happening, sports fans? It's your main man, Matt, from the DFS 5-pack. I am rocking it solo. It is Tuesday, December 7th. We got 3 NBA games to talk about. I figured I'd just make a members-only video for the public because we only got 3 games. Pretty light day as far as the sports world goes. Before I get in and dive into these games, I'm going to shout out our promoters real quick. So a couple really good deals going on. If you haven't heard, I've mentioned them on all my videos, but I'm going to keep mentioning them. If you sign up for Jazz Sports, you get $1,000 back. You get a no-risk wager up to $1,000 back in your first bet. That's up to 1K, if your first, or up to 1K back if your first wager is graded a loss. You just really can't beat that. I don't see anywhere else across the industry offering a deal like that. And then the other one is Loose Lines. So Loose Lines is an affiliate of Jazz Sports. It's a site with really, really good lines and odds. You get reduced juice and a ton of other perks over there. And you also get an additional 50% off when you deposit. So I advise you guys, and I would appreciate if you check those sites out. I got the links in my description of the video. So appreciate it. If you want to hit the thumbs up button and the like button on the video, I'd appreciate that as well. That being said, let's dive in. So as I mentioned, we got 3 games. Some good games, at least. Can really, pick apart this slate when we only have 3 games. A lot of players are going to be in play that wouldn't necessarily be in play on a slate like last night or a slate like tomorrow. Starting with Brooklyn and Dallas. So as far as the Mavs go, Luka is probable now. I like him a lot here. Get up spot, primetime game against Brooklyn here. The only time they're going to face Brooklyn at home. There's a lot to like about Luka here. I'm a big fan. There's a few studs on this slate, so I don't think he's a must. But as far as Dallas goes, I like him a lot. I mean, what's not to like? I also like Porzingis at 7.6. Price down. He's missed a couple games. I like going right back to him here. Again, that $7,600 price tag just looks good. I think he's a rock solid look in all formats. I think Jalen Brunson's fine. He got there late with Luka and Porzingis out last game. He's still very affordable at 5,200. THJ is probably, he was awesome in the second half last game. I don't mind taking a shot on him in tournaments because no one's going to go here with Luka and Porzingis in. And again, it's not likely that he has a big game here, but on a 3-game slate, if you get like one guy like this to have a really, really good game, like that 35 spot he dropped against Phoenix, I'm about it. So THJ is a guy I'm looking at in tournaments for sure. Love him coming off that monster second half. He was awful in the first half last game, so very encouraging. And as far as Brooklyn goes, obviously their main guys, Harden, priced down a little bit today, 10.7. KD at 10.8. Between all these guys, I probably prefer Luka, but it's close. I mean, real close. I don't think any of these studs are musts either. There's studs in the late game. There's guys in the second game I like. So, yeah, Harden and Durant are right behind Luka for me. Anyone who likes them a lot, I have no problem playing them. The other guys on Brooklyn are fine. I mean, filler pieces at best. James Johnson's back today, so not sure how many minutes he and Bruce Brown play. One guy I'm a little bit interested in is Cam Thomas. He's a really good scorer. This is a guy that can score the ball. 3,300. Again, similar to THJ in that, like, he's not going to get any love, and all it takes is one guy like this to really set your lineup apart. He is going to get more love than THJ, though, just because of the price. So keep that in mind. Cam Thomas looks like one of the better upside cheap plays on the slate. All right, moving ahead to the Knicks and the Spurs. And I don't think anyone from that Brooklyn game is a must at all. So Knicks and Spurs, I like this game from a DFS perspective. I wish the Spurs hadn't played last night, but they did. Lost a hard-fought game in Phoenix. Now they're coming back home after a 3-game road trip, which saw them win. They've been playing good ball right now. Winners of 4 of their past 5. Obviously lost that game in Phoenix. I think this should be a game. As far as San Antonio goes, Murray at 95, priced down a bit now. We've seen him over 10K the past 2 games. I like him here. I like Pirtle here. Just a solid look at 5,900. Excuse me. I was looking at the minutes played. Sell. Vassell didn't play last night. We'll see if he plays tonight, but not really counting on it. For me, from San Antonio, it's really about Murray and Pirtle. Keldon Johnson's fine, assuming Vassell, et cetera, or just Vassell is out. And then Derek White's the other guy I don't hate, but far from a must. Murray and Pirtle look like guys that if I were making one lineup, I'd probably play right now. And then from the other side, a little bit hard to speak on the Knicks because they said they were going to shuffle their starting lineup a little bit. I was reading Nerlens Noel was still wearing the blue starters jersey in warmups this morning, so we'll see. Guy I like from the Knicks, no matter what, it's going to be Julius Randle. So 9,100 now. Another guy whose price is down. This might be my favorite game on the slate and the one that people avoid because it's not the prime. It's the only game not on prime time. So, man, I wish the Spurs didn't play last night. But even still, I like the Knicks to win this game. But in San Antonio, I think it's a close game. The Knicks are sliding a bit right now. I like this spot for New York here. You've got San Antonio coming off a hard-fought game last night. Interested to see what they do with their starting lineup. Burks has come back down to earth big time. But Randall's a guy that I like a lot. No one else really as of now. I mean, you might get, some cheap guys in play, but Randall's the guy from New York I want if I'm going to anyone there. The other guy, I guess, is Mitchell Robinson. But not really. I mean, no, it's Randall for me. All right, last game, Celtics and Lakers. So as far as the Lake Show goes, Bron's in, or he's probable. Davis is probable, I assume. And Westbrook's just not even on the injury report. So all three of those guys are in. Makes it so none of them are really appealing. I mean, it's a 3-game slate, so that makes them much more appealing than they would be on a smaller slate. I mean, Bron under 10K, balled in the second half against the Clippers. He's another guy I like here. He's definitely my favorite of the studs, like for sure. Davis. I mean, I'm fine with Davis, but give me LeBron for a little bit of a cheaper price point. Give me LeBron, considering he's the cheapest. And then I think you can look at a couple filler pieces also. Dwight Howard, he only played 21 minutes last game, but even still at 3,800, he got there. Obviously, he's got upside for much more if he plays bigger minutes. No guarantee at all, but in play. And then Malik Monk. I mean, even last game with all these guys in, played 29 minutes. They need his shooting. So I think Malik Monk is definitely in play here. 100% in play in all formats, tournament preferred for sure. All right, after that, or not after that, we talk about the Celtics here. Jalen Brown is questionable. So we'll see if he plays here. I'm kind of going to assume he's out. If he's out, man, Tatum looks good. Tatum looks real good. I mean, he got there last game and even lost blowout run. Marcus Smart is fine. Dennis Schroeder looks real good. I mean, he got there late last game too and lost blowout run. Now a revenge spot going back to the team that obviously could have kept him. If Brown is out, I like Schroeder a lot. Horford's in, so it takes like Canner freedom out of the equation for me. Robert Williams, same deal. If Brown's out though, I like Tatum. I like Schroeder, and I like LeBron a lot. So again, a bunch of good plays on this slate, especially for a 3-gamer. That seems to always happen because whenever there's 2 primetime games like this, the majority of the time they're going to have good players in it. Let's do a little bit of lineup building. Tough to be not to be prisoner of the moment that last game though. I mean, don't know about Jalen Brown, but Tatum at that price point just looks tasty. So Tatum, I mean, I'm going to go Monk if I'm going heavy this game. And I need cheap. Now I'll go Bron there. Okay, so, I mean, not going to be able to get like Randall and Murray. Can probably get Pirtle. I don't know if it can be Randall. Nope. Can probably do Randall instead of Pirtle. I mean, then you need like 3 guys like Cam Thomas problem. And I like THJ also. Damn. It's a tough slate. I hope Jalen Brown is in. Then I don't need to worry about the Celtics. I really hope Jalen Brown plays here. If he plays, I still think Tatum's in play because he's very affordable at 9,400, but I don't think he's a must. I mean, everyone's priced down. All the studs are priced down on this slate. So if Jalen Brown plays, Murray, Randall, Pirtle, I still think, as far as I look at this slate, Malik Monk and Cam Thomas look like. I don't like these value plays on the road, but I think they might help. Then I'm going to go with THJ. Only shooting guard eligible, which sucks. So I'm going to take out Cam Thomas here. Oh, and THJ. Now it's small forward. The slate's definitely tricky because a lot of studs you want to play and not a lot of cheap guys. So I can't really afford another stud here. Yeah, it's dicey. Damn, I like slates like this. Really make you get to the nitty gritty. Yeah, I mean, not really. So tough sledding today. Obviously, we'll have to wait and see on injury news. It's NBA, so pretty much assured we'll get something. But it is a smaller slate, so probably won't get as much as we're used to seeing, at least especially like last night. That being said, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Short and sweet, only 3 games. If you want more content, more videos, any of that stuff, go check out the DFS 5-pack. And as I mentioned before, check out the links to Jazz Sports and Loose Lines in my description. And I appreciate it. Thanks, guys.